What do you see when you look at the sky? Do you see clouds? Or maybe a bird? What about color? Most people, when they look up at the sky, they see blue, white, or perhaps red and yellow. They only see the sky as these basic colors. When I look up at the sky, I see the colors at their finest work, lighting up the sky with beauty. I see the mesmerizing texture of the soft clouds and the playful life of the flying bird. It's like art. Art has provided a pathway for me to seek not only what I want, but what I need. I've been taking art lessons and seeing, feeling, and breathing art for the past 6 years of my life. When I paint, I use oil, watercolor, and acrylic paints, and when I draw, I use pastel, pens, and watercolor pencils. My favorite technique is minimalism, and I recently did a drawing of an African American lady using this technique. I love how art can capture so much with so little. Art has allowed me to look at everything and everyone in my life in a very different perspective. Now when I look at my sister, I notice things that I've never noticed before. She has 3 freckles on one side of her face that look like Orion's belt, and 3 freckles on the other side in the shape of a triangle. Even more amazingly, art has enhanced my ability to express my creativity. Most people know that children have more creativity than adults. Why is that? Art for them is a way to express their creativity, express themselves, and also they don't do it for anything in return. They do it simply because they want to. Pablo Picasso once said, "Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once we grow up." The problem for adults is time. Too many adults are caught up with work or taking care of their family. They don't see the importance in art, so they don't do it. Unfortunately, most adults do things for personal gain. They work, they gain money. They eat healthy and exercise, they gain health and longevity. They go to school, they gain intelligence. Most everything adults do either has a financial, physical, or intelligence gain. So what causes adults to lose their artistic drive? At a young age, adults have been killing creativity without even knowing it. Telling a kid to be quiet when they're telling a story, or telling a dancing kid to sit down and be still. This is a huge mistake because by the time we're around 12 or so, we want to be like everybody else. Adults have just taken away our natural behavior. Art has been around since the earliest of cave drawings. What adults don't know is that there's so much gain from art as there is a natural tendency or drive. It would be terrible to neglect our natural behavior, taking away the benefits that it gives us, and it happens every day. How many of you come home from work or school a little stressed out each day? Okay, so about all of y'all. Being stressed is a hard thing to deal with and could lead to a lot of things to go wrong, like drinking, less eating, or less sleeping. All of which could cause a lot of things to go wrong, like losing your money, job, getting bad grades, or failing classes. Art could solve all of that. Losing your artistic drive is a huge mistake because it eliminates the adrenaline and drive of art. In Germany, there was a research done regarding art. There were 28 retired men and women from 62 to 70 years old. Half of them participated in a hands-on art class, and half of them for 10 weeks, and half of them participated in an art appreciation class for 10 weeks. Now, the art appreciation class showed vast improvement with stress and adversity, but the hands-on art program showed vast improvement with introspection, self-monitoring, memory, as well as stress and adversity. Isn't that amazing that something so simple can help us so much? For art to continuously be an option to help us, we have to incorporate it into our everyday lives. such as we can do a little sketching in our free time, or visit an art gallery during our lunch break, or have paintings that inspire us in our office, house, or bathroom if we spend a lot of time there. Although it may sound simple, it makes us think hard about what's there, what's really in between the lines. We need to nurture creativity at a young age and treat it. Arts education programs are mandatory in countries that rank consistently among the highest math and science test scores, like Japan, Hungary, and the Netherlands. They see the value in art and how it expands thinking. All schools should have an art program and should treat it with the value and the importance that we treat math and science, because it really is that important. And in that art program, they should spend as much time as they do with the fundamentals in art on how to think creatively and use art techniques in everyday life. They should make it stick with us, like how a teacher creates a funny acronym for vocab, or makes us sing a silly song to a catchy tune to remember a math formula so we never forget it. Did you know that art stimulates creativity and innovation? And that the #1 reason why information sticks with kids is teachers being creative and innovative? Think about that. I strongly urge you to better understand the importance and benefits of art and incorporate it into your everyday lives. So the next time you look up at the sky, oh sure, you'll see the blue, white, or perhaps red and yellow, but you will also see the amazing beauty in the infinite number of colors. Truly a work of art.